talk about the Creative Suite 4 in the next 45 minutes. How many of you here use Creative Suite 3? Are Creative Suite 3 users? All right. Anyone brave enough to go to CS4? Yeah, a few people here. Excellent. Good, you're going to learn a couple tips today. CS3 users, you're going to see what's new. Hopefully that'll help you decide if you want to upgrade or not. This is what the new box art looks like for the Creative Suite 4. We keep on going minimal. Each round of the Creative Suite, less and less. Less is more, they tell us. So we've got really straightforward. There hasn't been a lot of changes from the Creative Suite 3 to Creative Suite 4 as far as what software goes in which suite. I have a chart here that will show you. So we have 13 new products, 14 technologies, 7 web-enabled services that we're delivering with CS4. A couple of really cool ones I'm going to talk about. 6 suites. We're delivering in 19 different languages, 178 countries, and we've had over 10,000 people, customers like you, that test our products to help us deliver reliable, well, I won't say bug-free, because bugs are always there, but reliable software when it's out the door. So the box art looks like for our individual products. So if you're not buying a suite, you can still purchase our products individually. So if all you need is Photoshop.
The presentation of the new Adobe CS4 Design Premium Suite at the Adobe Software Theater is beginning now. Again, the presentation of the new Adobe CS4 Design Premium Suite at the Adobe Software Theater is beginning now.
Okay, it's beginning. It's started. You can still purchase our products as standalone applications. For those of you out there in this world, you have to be really aware that Photoshop comes in 2 different versions. Normal Photoshop and Extended. Okay? So be aware you get the right copy of Photoshop that you're looking for. We'll talk about some of the features, differences when we start showing stuff. Now this is what's new inside the suite. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Design Premium. I won't have time to show all the applications in Design Premium, but I will give you a good thorough overview of what's new in each tool, except for maybe the web stuff. Since this is a print show, I might not show the web stuff, unless you guys want me to show web stuff. No? They don't care about the web? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what's happening with Adobe and the web. What we've done is we added to Design Premium Fireworks. And Fireworks is our web authoring tool to help lay out and design HTML, CSS, web pages, and also mock up and prototype websites for your clients. It doesn't build or manage websites, it also design web pages mostly. When we launched the CS3, that was the biggest feedback we got. Well, I've got Flash, I've got Dreamweaver, what about Fireworks? Anyone here use Fireworks? Raise your hand if you're a Fireworks user. Just a few people, okay. Well, we'll talk a little bit about what Fireworks can do in the presentation. And then for those of you in the web, we have added Soundbooth. Soundbooth is an audio editing tool that we have in our video suite that we've included in our web suite because a lot of people are now delivering audio and video information, streaming it over the internet, and Soundbooth is a really necessary tool to ensure that all the sound coming through those video files comes across clear. It can do really cool things and it picks up a lot of problems in audio files. And then we have just, the production premium suite as well as standard and for design and web. Now, this chart is really too difficult for you to figure out what suite you need, then you just make one decision and default to the Master Collection. It has everything you need. You can't go wrong. It's a little bit more expensive, but it has all the software you require. By the way, if you already purchased, you can always get to the Master Collection through upgrade. We have a couple resellers here at the show. Luke Inc. is on the other side of the hall over there. That's John. If you have any questions about upgrading or cost of upgrading, make sure you go over and talk to him. He'll give you an idea of what it costs. They can provide the software to you. They also offer a bunch of other stuff, services for our client base, and they also have a lot of trainers available for InDesign and all of our Creative Suite products. So if you're wondering how much it costs, just talk to Luke over there. They'll be able to give you that information right away. We quote all of our upgrades in US dollars, and since the Canadian dollar hasn't been doing that great lately, you definitely want to make sure you talk to Luke because the price changes every day. Okay, that's what we do. These are all the different suites. We're going to get into the demo. We're going to show you some time-saving features in Photoshop. We're going to show you some integration between Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. And I'm going to show you some innovative new features that we've never had before. Some pretty amazing ones like content-aware scale. I think you're going to like all that stuff. That's our feature wall. These are all the different features that are inside the Creative Suite. There's over 100 new features in Creative Suite 4. So instead of talking about it, let's show you what's going on. All right. Let's start with this little tool here called Adobe Bridge. How many of you use Adobe Bridge? Raise your hand if you're a Bridge user. Excellent. Too many people who don't use it. It's there. It's on your computer. It's just asking you to launch it and use it. And if you're in this world, in this workflow, you're going to notice a couple of real cool things about Bridge. The first thing it does is it shows you files as you're browsing them and gives you an idea of what they look like inside without having to open it up in Photoshop. And you can even click on it and see detailed information about a file. I'm zooming in at 100% here. I can also do some really neat things like compare these two files together on screen. So if you're wondering out there, why would you want to use Bridge, maybe one reason why you'd want to use Bridge, because a lot of you out here in the print world are still using file formats that are, designed for prepress work. If you are, you're probably running into files that look like this. DPS files. How many of you here have DPS files on your computer? Yeah, all of you, right? Let me show you what this file looks like in the Finder. That's the best you can do inside the Mac Finder to get a preview for this file. Now, if it wasn't called a Ford F-150, you would never know that that's the truck. And we know that it's really challenging to understand what's inside a file. You have really helpful codes like this one that tells you exactly what's in the file. KO788621, right? So sometimes you get a preview, that's a GIF file, and sometimes you don't. Some EPS files give you nothing to work with at all, like this logo. So you don't know whether it's the color logo or the black and white logo for that file. So designers do this all the time now. They write a little story about what's in the file. The file that I just blew to red on Thursday. Version 1. The file that I just blew to red, version 2, I now change it to green because you can actually, 256 characters you have for the file name. Because you can't see what's inside it, you have to be really creative to figure out, how am I going to remember what's inside that file? Well, let me show you what Bridge can do. Bridge, all you need to do is grab that folder here. I'm going to close this window. Drag that folder to the Bridge icon, and it will render all those files inside a window. And now I can view these files in high quality and high resolution. That's the actual logo. So even though it says Ford logo, I know it's not the color version of it. It's the black and white version of the logo. It can render any EPS file you have on your desktop. That alone is worth just launching Bridge and starting to use it. You have it already. There's no extra cost to you. It comes with all the Creative Suite applications. Okay? Let me show you another reason why you'd want to use Bridge. Back out here. Is you get a preview of PDF files. For example, here's a magazine of a PDF file. If we look at it, you get a high-res quality preview. Down here at the bottom, you can see the number of pages in that PDF file. And I can actually browse and go to page 5 if I want to, and it'll show me what page 5 looks like on screen. So instead of having to launch the file, open it in Acrobat, I can browse these files inside Bridge and see what's inside them. That's the benefit of Adobe Bridge. If I go into this folder here, and I look at these files have metadata inside them. That's information about the file. Copyright info, tags. If I click on a metadata workflow, or metadata workspace right here, you can see I get to see all of the information that's in that file, output keyword.